Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this thing. Hi, I'm Jason with Happy Tales. I got Beth on the other side. She's kind of on the business end of things as always. So you'll notice that, we're kind of in the same shirt that we were on that last video. Not gonna lie, we're kind of jamming some videos all together today. So we filmed quite a few. And on this guy, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about a product that we kind of installed back in January or February of this year. And you might be asking, well, why is that taking you so long to do a video on it? Well, truth be told, it was a product that I wasn't quite sure was going to do what I needed it to do, that it was going to do what it was intended to do, so on and so forth. Well, I'm very pleased to report that the thing actually worked phenomenal. It well exceeded our expectations. And so we're going to go into detail about what it is. So last winter, we were here in Colorado, and I went to step out of the camper, not even thinking, and we had gotten an ice storm overnight, and I took a digger, and I think I hit every one of those 4 steps all the way down. I had my hand on the railing, but it was covered in ice as well, and it just helped ramp me down those steps even faster. In turn, I ended up bruising my kidneys really bad, hurt my back. So we had to come up with a new way to eliminate that, make sure that never happened again. And personally, I just did not like the carpet-covered steps. I don't like how they look. I don't like the fact that they hold in a lot of gravel, dirt, leaves. Leaves break down in there. So you're always bringing that stuff into your camper, your RV, and personally, I don't like that. Now, others might, and that's fine, and it probably works for them. It doesn't for me. The other fact is some of the indoor-outdoor carpet, it's rough. Sometimes I like to go out, barefoot, depending on where we're at, obviously. So I wanted something that was still comfortable. Another thing is we have an aging dog, and she was having a very hard time on the steps, even in dry weather, trying to get up and out of the camper, that she was slipping on them. So I needed something that had a nice grip to help her paws, and that even with nails, when they got longer, it didn't destroy it. So these were all factors that I was looking at when we kind of started this process of figuring out what we could do to, get rid of the slip hazards and just make it an easier process getting in and out. So I looked at, my first draw was to look at something that was in the RV marine world. Something that when it had liquid on it, water on it, it was still a anti-slip. And so I naturally went to a company called SeaDek, and they had exactly what I wanted. My problem was the price. It's not too expensive, but I didn't want to spend $130 on something that was only going to last for, a month, if that, especially with the dogs going in and out. And I was worried about adhesion to the aluminum steps. Most of those carpet things, they just have 2 little Velcro strips, and over time that wears off, and I didn't want that happening. So the more I looked into it, they use a 3M backing on the whole thing, sticks down. Once it's there, it's great. So I continued kind of looking at that aspect, and what I found was this company called WooWave. Now, I have a cheat sheet in front of me. Please excuse, because again, we waited quite a while. These guys they're kind of made their fame on doing paddle boards. They also make a lot of accessories for kayaks, boogie boards, stuff of that nature. That's kind of their claim to fame, so to speak. But these pads that we bought through them, they were $46.99 for all 4. The SeaDeks, they're $36 for 1. So you can see that adds up pretty quick. These are actually designed for a pool ladder, kind of those big round 4-foot pools that have the ladder that go up and down. So you'll see that they don't quite fit our step, and we'll go outside here in a second and kind of show you. But they definitely serve their purpose for what I needed them to do. They are anti-UV, which is awesome, and they are also waterproof. Again, these ones are designed to be on a pool ladder, in and out of the water. So they're designed to last submerged in water. This is kind of what I was trying, again, to see if they would hold up. They've been great. They also have, these ones are pre-cut, like I said, but they also come into a roll. The roll is 94 inches by 31.5. So you'll see like our front landing is much wider than the pad. So that would be a good option to put in. Problem is you have to cut everything to fit. These are pre-cut. You just peel, stick, you're good to go. So without further ado, we'll go outside and we'll kind of zoom in on these guys. All right, so these are our steps. Like I said, they don't quite fit, but this guy's our landing. It's what, 18 inches, 16 inches. So what we did was move this one back about 1 inch. We do have about a 1/2 inch on either side. Again, this isn't their application. It was more designed for a pool ladder, but it really works quite well. We're very happy with it. We do have a couple gouges out of them. Sienna's did slip here, and you can kind of see where they're nails. But for having this guy for almost 11 months now, it's fantastic. I love them. We've had snow and ice again since we've installed them, and I'm very pleased to report that it's not slick. This handle was slick the one time, but I came out of here, kind of dug my feet in a little bit to make sure that it wasn't slick, and they've definitely served their purpose. So we'll have a link for these guys down in the description. If you guys have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And once again, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone.